What's going on YouTube? EXO here. I'm going to be back here with the part 3. This is going to be mounted. Once again, if you're coining, use promo code Evony06, all capitals, for the Aptoid. Gets you up to 25% back. June 26th is the special event date for right now. So I've got a couple different setups for mounted. I have an A, B, and a C mounted for bossing. Not saying any of these are the best. Once again, kind of how all these are. But this is what I'm working with as a VIP 17. Medium coiner for the longest time. I never missed the cake 4 to get the small piece. I didn't miss that for the longest time, and then finally it just kind of started getting redundant. Didn't need the pieces, started stacking up too many pieces, So I just stopped coining to get them. So this is what I run, and I do pretty well. So we'll start off first. I want to look at my alliance member, Martinez Sky Dragon. He's got the pieces, and this is one of the better setups if you have a lot of the pieces. Han Dynasty Halberd, 60% mounted attack. Han Dynasty Armor, mounted attack, mounted HP, troop HP. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. Anyways, Han Dynasty Halberd, Han Dynasty Armor, and then you obviously get the set bonus from that. Planigenic Boots, 30% mounted attack, all troop HP, mounted speed. Planigenic Helm, you got mounted HP, defense, and attack from this, plus your set bonus of 15%. He's running the Bourbon Legs, mounted attack, mounted HP, and range troop HP debuff. That's pretty nice. And the Freedom Star. There's probably a little bit different leg he could run, but this is what he has. My server is kind of good at this. We only have, I believe it's one guy, maybe two, that have like every piece of every set. So we're all pretty good at picking and choosing on what we spin on and what we pick and making the best of it. But yeah, this is like one of the better top setups. So we'll move on to my best setup of how I run. This is my A mounted setup. Like I said, I'm not a huge coiner. It's probably not the best, but it works for me. You can actually see here, this was in Battlefield last night. I was testing buffs. That's Scipio, Serena, where's that? Martinez. This was a rally, 2200%. I probably need to work on defense and HP a little bit, but I haven't even touched MA5 cav yet. So 2200% with this setup, I would say, is not too shabby. Start off with Bourbon, Partisan, 90% range troop attack. Alright, sorry about that again. Coworkers are blowing me up this morning. Bourbon weapon, and then I don't have a chest piece, so I run the Courageous Aries for the mounted attack, mounted HP, and defense. Planigenic Boots, these are pretty much the best boots for mounted. Planigenic Helm, one of the best helm pieces. You could also run the Bourbon Helm, but I prefer the Planigenic because it has mounted attack and a little bit better HP and defense. This is where mine gets a little weird. For what I have, I found that this Rurik Legs works the best. It gives me the most attack. It's 20% mounted troop attack plus the 35%. So it's 55% there. And then I run the Rurik Bracers, so I get the 15% mounted attack and HP for the set bonus, and I also get I think that's 35%. I've started twice, and then 15% mark size capacity. So this is kind of my top tier setup. You could probably swap in. I think I have some other pieces you could swap in with it, but this, out of what I have, this is, my best setup. So move on to my second marks, B marks. This is what I run. This clears B15s, no issues. On Y5s and Pan 5s. This is just for monsters. Pan 5s, Y5s, Emer 5s. I get, about 10,000 wounded, which is not a lot, but for a budget set, it works. Ares Spear, Courageous Ares Armor, Fearless Ares Boots. And as you can tell too, these are not refined very well. I could have done way better, but I'm not spending the gems for it. Freedom Hero Helm, 25% mounted attack is why I picked this, and 30% mounted HP. As you can see, no refines, so it'd be a little bit better with refines. Bourbon Legs, 35% attack and 45% HP. And then the Bourbon Bracers, I get 35% attack, 30% defense, 15% capacity, mark size capacity, plus the set bonus. You could run these Bourbon pieces over here with your others and replace these Ruriks. But I found, like I said, I get a little bit better buffs, like with this, than putting the Bourbon on. So that's why I run that like that. Alright, moving on to my C marks. Ares Spear, and this is just another way of doing it. Ares Spear, Courageous Ares Armor, Fearless Ares Boots, Courageous Ares Legs, and you get that for Ares mark set. Rurik Helm, which is all versus monsters, and Freedom Star, which is 45% mounted attack and 15% mark size capacity. Freedom Star actually could be put on your main gen, like Sky Dragon has his. Another setup would be, say you don't have any Civ gear, you would run something like, one sec, I'm going to pause and grab the correct. If you don't have any Ares gear, Civilization gear, you'd basically just run full Ares, just like this. I do have a picture, one of my alliance mates, this is what he runs. Ares chest, spear, and legs with the Freedom Star, Planigenic boots, Planigenic helm. That's a really good setup. I like this. I ran it like this for a long time until I started getting some more pieces. So that's another way to do it. But if you're 100% free to play, this mortgage right here, how I have them set up, is how you need to do it. Like I said, I just run. This is how I run mine. Let's see. Rurik, Bourbon. Yep, this is how I run mine. And on a Y5 and a Pan 5, I get about 11,000 wounded. It's a pretty decent setup, actually. So I'll leave y'all with this. Just remember, sometimes just because you have two pieces, or three pieces, or four pieces, whatever the case may be, sometimes it's not best to have like 4 pieces of Ares when in PvP, because it's just a set bonus for monsters. So for PvP, that does no good. So you may be better off to like drop a piece like these legs. I might be better off to drop that in PvP and put like these planigenic legs, because I get mounted attack. I lost the set bonus, but it's just versus monsters anyways, and it does no good in PvP. So just remember that when you're looking at this stuff. Check your set bonuses, and always look for the PvP. And I'll show this again. This is kind of my back in the day pre-K40, my gear Bible, as I called it. You can see here is Cav is what I would use. Basically, I put all Ares pieces, so that was what you should use. So anyways, I'll catch y'all later. We'll be on to ground next, and then wall general after that. See ya. Y'all have a good one.